Ah, shit. Here we go again.
This is gonna be a more specific breakdown of traits and the recent 0.5.155 update. So if you want a more general overview of the game, I highly recommend you check out my previous video by clicking the thingy in the top right hand corner. You know, the thingy that all the YouTubers use nowadays. Or simply follow the link in the description below. With that out of the way, let's dig into traits. Traits modify the unit's stats or give it special abilities. Traits are sorted by personality and genetics in the code. Some are given upon birth, some are passed through children, and some are acquired randomly. The traits are also listed as either a negative or a positive. Stats are unit attributes. They determine how effective the unit is in the world. Armor reduces the damage dealt by enemies. Dodge refers to how often the unit dodges an attack. Speed is referring to the movement speed. Accuracy is how often the unit will land attacks. Diplomacy affects the relations with other kingdoms and villages. Only applied when the unit is king or a village leader. Side note. From my observation, if a village leader possesses high diplomacy stat, it makes him more disloyal to the kingdom he is in, making him more likely to rebel. This needs to be confirmed though. Here's the list of most traits that I found in the game. They include but are not limited to Veteran, received after killing 10 other units, gives +3 points to damage, +1 to armor, +2 to dodge, +1 to diplomacy and +30 to health. Wise, acquired randomly through a 70% chance after a unit turns 40 years of age, gives +5 points to diplomacy. Peaceful. This trait doesn't affect any stats. Instead, the unit affected by this trait will not attack other units and will always run away. What a In addition to those, there are also traits produced by powers, such as Plague, which slowly takes 1/10 of the unit's max health from them until they're dead. Additionally, it grants -2 to speed, -3 to damage, -10 to dodge, and -1 to armor. The opposite of that is a blessed trait, which is given when the unit is blessed with, you guessed it, the bless power. It gives +2 points to armor, +2 to damage, +10 to dodge, and +1 to diplomacy. The last of the trait powers is Madness. Inherited from the Madness power, it makes the unit attack other creatures and units sporadically. The unit will no longer build a town or do any tasks other than attack. And if all people in the town are affected by Madness, the city will dissolve. In addition to that, it grants 1 point to damage and 1 point to speed. Some other traits include Strong, which gives +18 points to attack at birth. Weak, which rolls a number under 14 to attack at birth. Fast gives 5 and above to speed. Eagle Eye, which gives high accuracy percentage, usually around 100 or above. Genius, which gives 20 points to diplomacy. Ambitious trait makes unit more likely to become king and also grants +10 points to diplomacy. Attractive gives 10 points to diplomacy. Honest gives 20 points to diplomacy. Deceitful also gives 20 points to diplomacy. Tough trait gives 2 points to armor. And Immune trait gives 3 points to armor and grants the ability to be immune to the Plague power, mentioned above. In addition to those, there are specific traits that could be found in specific races. These traits are always rolled. They can still, however, be rolled by individual units of other races. For dwarfs, it's Minor, which grants them a better chance to find gems. For orcs, it's the Savage trait, which adds a chance to get bone and leather resource from killing non-animal units. Yikes! And previously mentioned Regeneration trait, which automatically heals the unit while not in combat. For elves, it's Weightless, which increases the dodge percentage of the unit to up to 16%. Now let's move on to the meat of the video. Update 0.5.155. There is now a new unit introduced to the game, Warrior. These units are sworn defenders of their land. From what I've observed, they do not do any of the other jobs like mining or farming. Their sole mission is to keep the village safe and attack others. They are sort of knights and samurais of Worldbox. They also get priority to get items after kings and village leaders. Additionally, there are two more jobs: Metallurgist, who produces metals from ores, and Blacksmiths, who create items. Which brings me to items. Update 5.155 introduces a new mechanic into the game: items. They are weapons, armors, and wearables that give stats to the unit wearing them. There are 4 grades of items: junk, normal, rare, and legendary. Items are created by a blacksmith in villages. Kings are first in line to receive such items, followed by village leaders and then warriors. Additionally, units that kill other better equipped units can take their items. Items are stored in the unit's item inventory. There's no limit on how many items a unit can store. At least from the screenshots I saw, units can store up to 6 items at once. Furthermore, there are now new resources added to the game for your people to use: bones, leather, and gems. Bones and leather can be acquired by killing animals, and gems are gathered when the unit is mining. There are also 4 new buildings: a well, a temple, statue, and barracks. All races have a unique texture for each building. These give flavor to your villages and make them look like proper towns. I love it. In addition to new mechanics, there are some changes to the old ones. For example, the first tier of houses are now replaced with tents. They are upgraded to more conventional houses by the people of the village when the resources are available. Furthermore, orcs now do not attack neutral animals, such as rabbits and cats. New powers. There are 2 new powers added to your god toolset. Friendship power forces the kingdom to make peace with its enemies. Spite power forces the kingdom to do the opposite, making it declare war on other kingdoms near it. Side note: from testing these powers, it is not always clear who the kingdom is gonna go to war or make peace with. Sometimes it's all the kingdoms near it, and others it's a specific kingdom. Try it yourself and let me know in the comments down below. I think that covers it. Thank you for watching my update on Worldbox. And now I have a very personal message to Maxim. Max, please take time with the next update. I can't spend all week recording all of this shit. I have other things to do. I beg, please. And release the boats. Everyone wants them now. Comment below what game I should review next. This has been FMP. Until next time.